How are you feeling these days?
It's different, and every day is different, and the emotions are changing. Sometimes every hour, sometimes every half hour. It really depends on the news. It really depends on checking in with friends and family from home. Sometimes you get, caught in thoughts about what's happening back home. Yeah, YMCA Ukraine from the very first day has done an amazing job, a truly amazing job in getting in touch with everyone, making sure everyone is safe. And since then, we've been in a constant touch with all our local YMCAs. The majority of them are working on the ground with displaced people, providing services, collecting donations, volunteering in their communities. So really doing as much as they can and even more to contribute to their communities.
Last weekend, there was a huge anti-war rally in Berlin.
Mm-hmm.
And not only in Germany, people from all over the world are demonstrating for peace. What are you thinking when you see these movements?
We've actually been to one, not one, we've actually been to a few here in Berlin. To be honest, I was overwhelmed with how many people came to support Ukraine. I had those moments when I had tears in my eyes just because it was so touching. At times it was also a little strange how so many people around me who are Germans living so far away from Ukraine were holding the flag of my country in solidarity. And it was overwhelming because there were so many of these people and so many flags and so many people determined to send this message to the government and to other people to support Ukraine and to stop this war. I really remember how we arrived at this rally and you couldn't see where it began. There were just people everywhere. And we've been there for, I would say, about 3 hours. And we were moving all the time. And we still didn't see the end of it. And somehow I really remembered this as a symbol, how many people did go out and how many people did stay there for the whole day. And it gave me so much hope. Even though it was overwhelming.
So you said you're based in Berlin at the moment, mm-hmm. And I also know that you were involved, you're volunteering for the YMCA in Berlin. What did you experience there in the last days? What happened at the YMCA in Berlin?
Well, first of all, I just got this totally new insight to what the YMCA means to me personally and in general. Because YMCA at the moment is saving lives. And it's not an exaggeration. We all heard stories of YMCA in Romania, Moldova, Hungary, Poland, and so many more European YMCAs helping refugees with whatever they can, it being providing shelter, meeting them on the border, giving them food, sending donations, spreading awareness, connecting with their local governments, you name it. Everyone is in it. Being here and being so kindly hosted by friends here and giving me this safe space to not just talk about Ukraine, but also be silent at times and cry and grieve, but also share how I'm feeling and what I'm thinking has meant so much. And then YMCA Berlin were also so nice to get in touch. And since I came here for just a few days with this little carry-on backpack, they instantly offered me, like socks and warm sweaters and stuff. And always asking me if I needed anything and just making sure I'm fine. And it was really precious. And then they shared how they are collecting donations from the community here in Berlin, and how they are planning to send it to Ukraine and to actually drive it all the way to the Polish border, which meant so much to me. And they were so kind to allow me be a part of it and do a little coordination with the Ukrainian side and how we can receive all the goods and then distribute them. And when I came to the YMCA building at this day, when volunteers there were packing all the goods they managed to collect, I couldn't believe my eyes. It was so much. It was hygiene items, it was food, it was cat and dog food, it was diapers, medicine, sleeping bags, blankets, really everything we have been asking for, they were trying to find, even though we know how hard it is these days to find some items in different countries of Europe because everyone is sending help to Ukraine. And they managed. And there were so many boxes of things, and we started packing early in the morning, and people kept coming during the day, and people kept bringing more and more stuff. And it was so special, and some of them would stop to have a short conversation, asking questions, really wishing well and sending their best thoughts to Ukrainians. And I had some hard times to stay strong and not cry. And it was really special. And what really stuck with me was also how YMCA volunteers, so many of them, literally had to put their life on hold for these, I'm assuming, about 2 weeks of organizing this all. They had to spend their time and effort, and I'm assuming sacrifice their jobs and their family time to commit to this and to organize this and to make it happen. And there were also people who have been packing and carrying and organizing all the stuff and all these like hundreds of boxes during the day. And then they got into the vans and they were driving them. And it was so special, standing there in the middle of the night after this whole day of packing, and feeling so humbled to be part of it, and also see them leaving and knowing they actually going so close to where my home is, and that all these things that were so kindly donated will actually reach real people who really need all those things. And they used to be basics. They used to be things you could get in any supermarket back home. And now there are so many people who don't even have access to food. So it really meant a lot to me personally, and I'm so confident it means a lot to all the YMCAs and all the people back home. And I've been thinking a lot about how this war changed me personally in terms of perceiving injustice in general. And I've been thinking so much about all the wars and conflicts that have been happening and are still happening in different parts of the world that are not on the news. And I keep repeating that for Ukraine, it's really pure luck to be a country that is heard and seen. And I really hope it will stay this way, because we do need this attention from different countries and from different communities, because we do feel that we are in this together. It's a war in Europe. It's a European war. Yet it's also important to remember how there has always been injustice, and there still is in different countries. And it's a really huge lesson for all of us, both in Ukraine and in other countries, to really be thoughtful about these things happening, and to try to make sure it's not just privileged people who get this kind of attention. And when it comes to more like practical things that YMCAs or just communities in Germany can do to support, is really talking about it, spreading the awareness, keep going to those rallies and demonstrations, talking to their local governments, connecting with the politicians, being open about what is happening, but also really connecting with real people. I would really encourage people to send this short message to a friend they've once met somewhere that they remember, or a family or a relative that they have in Ukraine, or a YMCA person they maybe met on one of the YMCA festivals or seminars, because it's so easy to feel helpless, and it's so hard to find the right words to comfort people at the moment. Even asking people if they are okay feels weird, because in a way we know they are not. But this still means a lot. They may not reply at once. It may take them a few days. And I know this from my own experience. It sometimes takes me a while to reply, because it also takes a lot of courage and strength to really sit down and talk to people personally. But it really means a lot to people to see that they are cared for, and that people remember about them. So I would really encourage to keep doing that. As simple as just sending a message on Facebook. With every passing day, I realize I may not go back home soon. I really wanted to. So my plan for now is this short-term understanding and trying to figure out what to do next. And it's really one day at a time. I will probably stay in Germany for some more time, but then I really don't know. I'm really blessed to have a job still, so I can work remotely. And I can volunteer in between, or in the mornings, or at nights, or on the weekends. And I have to honestly admit to you that I have no idea what's going to happen next, in a more general sense, and personally for me. I really don't know. And it's scary, but in a way, it is what it is. The only thing that really gives me hope is that there are so many YMCAs in Europe and around the world who have been reaching out and offering help, opening the doors of their homes to me personally and to our YMCA friends, asking about what we need, making sure we are safe. So in all this mess and all this chaos, I still have a feeling that I'm taken care of, and there are still people who care about me. And that's why this whole experience is not that stressful. It really helps.